Hey guys, I just finished uploading all the Night in the Woods videos. That was a really fun game. Hopefully I figured out all the settings here. I have no idea if I have. Well, I'm Z-Storm, but you can just call me Z. And we're playing A Mortician's Tale. From the description, I was very excited to play this one. So let's just jump right in. September 14th, 10:15 a.m. Let's see. Welcome Charlie. Nice to meet you. My name is Matthew, and I'm mainly going to be the man who delivers the bodies to you and helps with some of the more heavy lifting. Even ever hear the joke about a hearse driver? I'll tell it to you when I come by in a bit. Looking forward to working together. I think you enjoy working here. Amy is a sweetheart, but she runs a tight ship. Nothing you can't handle. I'm sure she wouldn't have hired you otherwise. Cheers and good luck. Matthew J., funeral director, Rose and Daughters, funeral home. So I'm Charlie. Okay. So let's see. Well, hello and welcome to our new funeral director. Hello everyone. I'd like to take this opportunity to introduce our new funeral director, Charlotte, or Charlie, as she told me she likes to be referred to. Charlie is a recent graduate who came highly recommended and is eager to begin her career here with us at Rose and Daughter Funeral Home. Please take the time to make Charlie feel at home within our little family. We'll have a nice catered lunch this afternoon so we can all get to know each other a little better as well. Sincerely, Amy Rose, founder and director, Rose and Daughters Funeral Home. From Jen Love. Okay. I guess my subject lines to you good luck, you beautiful and smart baby. To you should start being more professional now that we are business professionals. I can't wait to get your reply so I can see your fancy new email signature. I love that you were able to land this gig straight after graduating. It sounds super cool. I didn't even know mom and pop funeral homes were a thing until now. Guess it's just not something I really think about much. I should look more into this, learn more about your world and industry, because as I said, you are now a very serious professional. Speaking of being professional, my museum gig is amazing. I can't believe somebody paid me to move to London, and not London, Ontario, serial killer of capital of Canada, to work in a museum. Like, take that, everyone who said I couldn't get a job with an art history degree. I'll tell you more about it when we Skype. My stories require you to see my face and that you hear my excellent British accent impersonation. So I signed you up for Funeral Monthly's newsletter. Consider it your graduation gift. I love you, and I'm super proud of your gift. Love you, love you, love you. Jen L. Hart. Jen Love, museum curator, London Pathology. I can't tell if she's my girlfriend or if she's a really good friend, but I already like her. Oh wait, I'm Rose. Okay. Hello Charlie, hope you settled in okay so far. Matthew should have dropped off your first body for you to work on. He said you were really friendly and he's glad to have someone young and lively to work with. You'll get used to his sense of humor. Your first body is Mrs. Garcia, an elderly woman who died suddenly of a heart attack. The family has asked for a closed casket funeral, so no embalming or body preparation is necessary. The family seems a little bit more united than previous families we dealt with. Strange how grief affects people differently. Perhaps having more time to say goodbye makes things a little bit easier, if that's possible. That being said, although you will not be embalming Mrs. Garcia, I do think it's important to take the time to clean her body. No one is going to see her body, but I like to encourage my funeral directors to do this out of respect for the deceased and their loved ones. You'll find Mrs. Garcia in the prep room. Talk soon. Amy Rose, founder, director. Already special request for my mother's funeral. Dear Mia, of course, we will happily oblige to your request for no embalming and for closed casket. I'll ensure our funeral director receives your request. Take care, Amy Rose. Dear Amy, we're happy to be with Rose and Daughters for my mother's funeral. We understand that There are usually procedures that must be followed in these situations, but if you could kindly not embalm my mother, that would be greatly appreciated, and we will proceed with a closed casket for service. I just know we wouldn't have wanted her death to have any negative impact on the environment. And since she fought so hard to beat her heart disease and to live healthily, it would be a shame to have her final moments to be counter to the way she lived. Thank you for everything you can do to help us in this matter. Best, Mia. Okay, let's respond. Sure thing, I'll get right to it. Oh wait, I didn't see all the emails though. Tips for funerals monthly to subscribe. Thank you for subscribing. Number 1, don't be on your cell phone. We understand you're busy, but this time, and then if you have to be on your cell phone, don't be inside the funeral home. Don't be loud and obnoxious. You can share happy stories, but other people are also grieving and working through their own healing process. Being quiet gives other people space they need. Don't get drunk. Everyone can deal with their feelings in their own ways. Just remember to be respectful when with the grieving family and friends. Happily reminiscent. Sometimes, wow, that's a lot of rules. Sometimes remembering happy moments and positive experiences with the deceased can be a productive part of the healing process. Give condolences. It's not easy knowing what to say to someone, but even a simple "I'm thinking of you" can go a long way. Dress appropriately. What this looks like will change based on the customs of the deceased and their culture, but always dress in a way that shows respect to the deceased and their grieving family. Give us gifts or sign the registration book. This can be flowers or a nice card, but it's the thought that counts here. Sometimes this can be even just cooking dinner for a grieving family. Anything that shows you care and want to help them through the healing process is what matters here. Be kind and be helpful. Okay. Wait, was there more? Can I click on the other tab? I'm actually curious about that. Rose and Daughters. Oh, okay, we got our own website. That is expensive. Rosemary founded blah blah blah, career for 36 years, working with the best and brightest funeral directors and grief consultant. Please don't hesitate to reach out. Here for Yasu. Okay. I don't know if I'm gonna cry at this game, to be honest, because I've been feeling really sensitive lately, and I don't like talking about death, but this game does it in a very positive way, I've heard, so I'm excited for that. Let's just go to Mrs. Garcia over here. They covered up her chest. Okay, this is the prep room where you will prepare bodies for burial viewings. Because the family has requested a closed casket ceremony with no embalming, you are just going to clean the body. Click on the sponge and drag it over to clean it. Okay. Just clean you up, ma'am. Don't mind me. Her eyes are still open. Okay, that's it. You're done. Mrs. Garcia will be sent to Mike, who will take care of dressing and putting her in the casket. It's time to go, Mrs. Garcia. It's time to go to Mrs. Garcia's funeral. You are responsible for taking care of the deceased body, but it's also important to pay respects to their loved ones. Follow the arrow to head to the funeral parlor. Okay. Ooh, I like her dress. Not gonna lie. Oh, it's right here. Okay, or did they just fast travel that stuff? Okay, let's talk to these people. She would have hated these paintings. She was so particular. Yeah, at least she doesn't have to see them, I guess. That's... yeah, I guess. We usually don't small talk a lot at these things. At least, that's what I was always taught. I hate wearing pantyhose. My legs are so itchy, but it's always so cold in these funeral homes. I think I might actually miss those sweaters she used to knit for me now. Mommy, I'm hungry. Where can we go? Yeah, I heard the family specifically said no embalming. I thought it was mandatory, like required by law, but I guess not. Embalming weirds me out. Do those chemicals leach into the ground? Seems strange to be using chemicals that is known to cause cancer and putting it into the ground like that. Or into the sewer. That's what they must do with the leftover formaldehyde, right? Just pour it down the drain. At least embalming guarantees you won't be buried alive. Stop it. Don't make me laugh right now. Is that it? What else can I do? Can I just... okay, let's just... Are we done? October 11th, 10:09 a.m. Okay, we got ourselves some... Oh, we got tattoos. We're cool. Jennifer Valentine. To Charlie. Okay, so I'm so frustrated right now. Okay, so let me explain this in a bit more detail. A colleague and I were discussing the tiger lacer's liver specimen we have here at the museum. It's from the woman who died in 1907, and the liver is tapered inwards from what the doctor leading the autopsy believed was too tight lacing on her corset. It's fascinating because it's kind of a controversial topic. Tight lacing was super popular, and while people associate it with fainting or hysteria, it's actually been associated with visceroptosis, which is when the organs fall to the lower part of the abdomen, right? Which is super unsettling, but can also be caused by being pregnant. So TLDR, corsets probably messed up some bones, but likely didn't do this kind of internal organ damage. And I'm tired of this condescension about my wardrobe. That also implies I don't know what I'm doing. These are the kinds of things I specifically research and yet am treated like I know nothing about. I'm having a day, Charlie. Jen, love, museum curator. Okay. I'm so frustrated right now. Can I just rant for a second? I'm so tired of hearing strangers, colleagues, anybody cough, male colleagues cough, get on my case for wearing corsets. I wear them under my blazer and over a nice blouse, so it's not like I'm dressing inappropriately, even though dress codes are such sexist BS anyways. And like, I hate how their misogyny gets veiled in a faux concern. Jen, I'm just worried you're damaging your body. You know what corsets do to livers, right? Corsets don't do anything to livers. They're definitely not hurting me as much as your condescension is hurting my head. Sorry, I'm out of sorts right now. I'll send you another email in a little bit when I've cooled off a bit. Okay, let's read the other ones first. Just passing this message along. Thanks. Hi, Amy. Please pass along our deepest thanks to you and your staff for the wonderful job they did with our mother's funeral. It was really lovely. Our family so rarely gets together. It's nice seeing everyone come out for such a beautiful service. My son never gets to see his family. Also, it was incredibly kind of you to let us bring our own food and getting to share home-cooked meals, sharing stories, being there together. It meant a lot. So what I'm saying is it was nice for everyone to be there like that, together in that way. And I know how much of that was due to the work of your staff, especially your funeral director. Thank you for making this difficult time easier for all of us. Best, Mia. Just passing this message along. Thanks for the hard work, Charlie. Okay. Hey there, Charlie. I was driving around the other day, taking our clients on their last trip around town, and I was thinking, strange, I know, did I ever tell you the first time I went to a funeral? I was a teenager, about to start university, and a friend of mine was killed in a car accident, totally out of the blue. Really tragic stuff. Messed me and my friends up real good. But so, the big day. We all got into our best suits and dresses and packed ourselves into a few cars. There were a lot of us, so we had at least 3 different cars full of us, like clown cars, While we're in procession during the cemetery, somebody in our car got a phone call from a friend in a different car. Turns out some asshat driver who doesn't know to not get in the way of procession drove through the intersection and smashed straight into our friend's car. Nobody was hurt, thank God. But can you imagine getting that call? Anyways, one of my friends in the same car as me, the one who got the phone call, hung up and started laughing, just laughing her ass off in that way that makes you not sure if they're really just crying or if they've gone fully off the deep end. And she laughed, and then we all started giggling because, go figure, life is messed up sometimes, There's no moral, no point to that story. I guess I just remembered that story and wanted to tell you because we work with death all the time, and I still sometimes get caught off guard by what that actually means. And before you get any ideas, that has nothing to do with why I became a funeral director. The decision came totally later, and it's nothing unremarkable. Somebody has to do it. I have a strong stomach, so why not? I'll see you in a bit, Charlie. Is this the same thing? Okay, let's read it. We all know everyone wants to be respectful at funerals. Don't talk too loudly, be kind, smile, and refrain from making inappropriate jokes, at least around the grieving family. Hey, sometimes some people do need a little bit of a pick-me-up during such a hard time. Who are we to judge? And a big part of that is knowing what to wear. Roman Catholic funerals tend to lean more to the formal black attire rule, and it works for us. Did you know this goes back to the days of the Roman Empire, where people would wear black as a symbol for mourning? Black isn't universally the symbol of mourning, though, and if you're attending a funeral that is from a culture that is not your own, it's important to understand this. Some colors have different meanings, and despite your best intentions, the wrong choice could mean accidental offense. For example, in Hinduism and in Chinese culture, white is typically the color for funerals. For Islam, though, it is less about the color you are wearing and more about how modestly you are dressed. Refrain from wearing any elaborate jewelry and be respectful of your behavior. For Sikh funerals, color of the clothing isn't as important as it is dressing modestly and being able to appropriately sit cross-legged. Actually, being respectful is just the number one rule for any funeral. No matter what, really. Remember that, and please don't hesitate to ask what is and isn't appropriate to wear. If you are attending to support a friend, family member, or a partner, this day is not about you. So be sure to do whatever you can to be as respectful and supportive as possible, even if that means not wearing what you're used to wearing at a funeral, or even if it just means asking how you appropriately show your respect. Okay. Next job. Hi, Charlie. Here are the instructions for your next body. You did a remarkable job on the first one. The family was very happy with you. No small feat, of course. Pleasing a grieving family isn't exactly the most comfortable of jobs. Your next job is a man named Mr. Duval. An elderly man died of old age. Nothing fancy, just a standard funeral with embalming. You can reach out to his daughter, Lizzie Duval, if you have any questions. She's handling her father's passing as well as can be expected. As always, don't hesitate to ask any questions. Best, Amy Rose. P.S. Charlie, please remember to wear proper embalming gear. Formaldehyde is extremely dangerous. I know I don't need to tell you, but my maternal instincts are hard to ignore. I promise I won't mother you too much. Well, just a little. Ask Matthew. He knows. Oh, wait. I didn't. I gotta respond to the email. Okay. I'll get right on it. Hi, Mr. Duval. Let's see. Traditional burials typically require embalming, which preserves the body and prevents it from decomposing as quickly. Unless the family requests otherwise, all traditional burials will use embalming. Let's start by cleaning the body. Okay. Okay, click on the razor and drag it over the body to shave it. Okay. Okay, in order to break rigor mortis, you'll have to massage the body. Click and drag over the body to massage it. And the eyeballs deflate once the body starts decomposing. Click and drag an eye cap into each eye socket to give it shape. Is that an eye cap? Oh, that's an eye cap. Okay. Okay. To keep the eyes shut, you'll just need to glue them. Click and drag glue onto each eye to shut it. Oh my god. The mouth sags and hollows once the body starts decomposing. Click and drag a cotton ball into the mouth to give it shape. Oh my god. This is really what people do? Oh, click and drag. Oh wait, okay. To keep the mouth from opening, you'll need to suture it shut. Click the drag and the needle. Okay. Oh, this is. I don't like this. Wait, what? Click and drag the lotion over the body moisturizer. This prevents the skin from drying out. Okay. Okay, embalming involves removing blood and replacing with preserving chemicals. Click and drag the scalpel over the neck to make an incision. Oh, I don't like this. You're going to need a tube for draining the blood. Click the tube and drag. Okay. Click on the cannula and drag it onto the carotid artery. This is how you will be preserving the chemicals into the bloodstream. Oh, you'll need to connect the embalming machine to the cannula. Grab some additional tubing and drag. Oh, okay. Click on the button on the embalming machine to turn it on. Okay. In order to evenly distribute the chemicals, you have to massage them through the body. Click and drag. Okay. Okay, great. Now let's sew up that incision. Okay. Okay, that's done. You'll need to drain the organs of any remaining fluids. Click on the trocar. And you're done. Mike will take care of Mr. Duvall's makeup as well as dressing and putting him in the casket. It's time to attend the funeral. Okay. Came out of nowhere, I mean. It always sort of does, doesn't it? Yeah, 1 minute you're laughing, having fun, and then the next poof, that person is gone. Just like, gone. Yeah, it's weird to think about for too long, like staring at the sun. I start to feel fuzzy when I think about it. So weird how our bodies just stop working like that. Yeah. There's a kid on it. So strange not seeing most people wearing white. White? Yeah, I think it's different for different family members. I can't remember. I haven't gone to many traditional funerals, so mostly white, but like definitely not red, no matter what. He always wanted to take his grandkids to the park, play catch. He loved playing catch. He threw a mean curveball, that's for sure. And I guess we're done, right? There can't be anything else to do.